time to explore the desert city, the Magbo Phoenix, Arizona travel arc. Magbo Phoenix, Arizona arc episode 10, the Magbo Phoenix game hunting final end results plus updates. Hello everyone, this is Magbo speaking once again. So this is literally the last day of this whole trip in Phoenix. So I do regret I wasn't able to go past by One-Up Games. It was pretty far. There was a lot going on with me. I was hanging out with some friends yesterday on the 7th. Today is the 8th. I had to spend like $90 something to stay one more night here because apparently the flight kind of got delayed, and I thought that I was gonna be spending a little bit less than that, but it is what it is. I did it on a credit card. I have a whole month to pay it off, so I'm not worried there, to be honest, right now. Okay, so what is the update on the 8th, on the last day of Phoenix, right? Well, I didn't really got much games, if not any at all, in the last couple days. I was just chilling with my friends, going to restaurants and all that stuff. And stuff that are non-gaming related that I have recorded are gonna be in my DXX archive channel. Definitely check those two videos out before this one. Yep, because I'm gonna be uploading them in just about the order that it came in. So anything that's related to game hunting, GameStop, video game progress and all that stuff, and a little bit of SabletonCon as well, they're all gonna go to Magbo. But the DSX archive side is gonna be when I'm with Lizzie and a couple of attractions, and with some other friends as well, like Froggy and another new friend of mine that I met recently called John Sigma, the Chie big fan pretty much. I met him in Sableton. And he's a pretty cool person. The other stuff that I did in Phoenix that is not gaming related whatsoever, check out my other channel. I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy what you see. So that's what I wanted to say here. The next thing is, well, let's go over this real quick. So the first row, I haven't found any of these games in any stores I've visited to, so that's a flop. Well, I will say that the third GameStop I went to, I did find a copy of this brand new, but $60. And I'm kind of iffy about spending $60 on a game like this. It's not like a game that I really want to play badly right now and stuff. So I could wait a little bit, that's not a problem. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find any of the Kirby games either, so that's a flop as well. But this will be passed over to other game stores I plan to visit in Puerto Rico in the future, and other places in the world that I plan to visit within the next couple years or so, who knows. Atelier games, I was only able to get Atelier Ryza 3. Yep, I got the third one. And it was only found in one of the GameStops. One of the 4 GameStops I visited. So it's pretty crazy how rare they're becoming. But well, you know, there's still chances you can still find it in some stores. It all depends on which GameStop you go to, honestly. As for the other 3 games, I haven't found it anywhere. So that's a flop too. As for here, we did manage to find a limited run / indie game which is called After Image on the PS4. It did came out this year. It's another Metroidvania. It's a lot like, maybe a little bit like Gal Guardians and stuff, the one that I streamed like a month ago or so, but you get the idea. I didn't find like any other limited run games, so I'm guessing that when I go back to New York City next year, I bet that this is all gonna change. We're gonna be able to find most of these games, to be honest, especially in Video Games New York and God forbid JNL Games. I don't think I'm gonna buy nothing from them unless it's a brand new game that just came out retail. So that's it. We didn't find another one. It's all good. But Hime's Quest has been delivered to me. As I speak right now, yesterday it has been delivered to my house. And I think by the time that you see this video, you're already gonna see that have uploaded Hime's Quest unboxing and everything, so I hope you look forward to that pretty much. So in the third GameStop, I also found Horizon Zero Dawn. And sorry for the mistake earlier, this was the second GameStop I visited. This is the third GameStop I visited, if you were keeping in track more or less. Of course, the fourth GameStop, I barely recorded anything whatsoever to avoid, you know, getting caught saying, oh, you're not allowed to record here, so you get the idea. And your replicant, unfortunately, we were not able to find this copy in any GameStops or Fallout games or Bookman, none of that. So that's something we're gonna have to keep an eye on later on to see if we can find other copies. Mostly in Puerto Rico, because I have a feeling that eventually we're gonna find a copy of this very cheap in Puerto Rico. That's all I got to say. So, yep. Now we're gonna have to toss out the Phoenix, Arizona name and then put something else. It's gonna be like a general game list that I'm looking for pretty much, little by little. Like whenever I go to a game hunt, I may record it and see if I'm able to find any of these games. It's very unlikely, but when I go to two specific game store, which are Mario Lumina and Power Up Games, I'm pretty sure I can find something there. Hello everyone, Magbo Gaming here and back in the present time. I kind of like put this away for a few months because, well, my Phoenix, Arizona trip has been done for like 3 months or so, a little over that now. And this is as far as I went. Literally, I didn't find anything else in the Phoenix thing. The Phoenix, Arizona arc is almost done. We only have one more episode to go before we end it. Yep, and I'm still debating whether or not to actually upload that video for personal reasons. But I think I may do it anyways for another friend that I'm still friends with right now, and I want her to see it. But I'll talk with her later about that. Anyways, so during the next 3 months that I was searching for these, you wouldn't have to consider this Phoenix, and it will be remade with the games I still have left. So let's see, was I able to find these games fairly in the wild for the most part? Yes and no. I'll tell you. So first of all, let me show you Raincoat right here, right? This is a game that was given to me for my birthday, like a few weeks after my Phoenix trip, from my friend Kitty J, which, thank you so much for this birthday present. I still haven't opened it, unfortunately, because my backlog is so big, I haven't gotten the time to play this yet. But this is one of the games I really look forward to after Ace Attorney, pretty much. It's another mystery game, but it's also have to do with crime solving. You know, it seems to have some action in it as well, if I'm not mistaken. So it's kind of interesting. So as someone played the Ace Attorney game, I really wanted to get into that. So you can consider this game right here. Let's just show it off. We have already found this. This was given to me as a gift by my friend Kitty J. Thank you so much. Like I said, a very good friend of mine from so many years, almost 2 decades since I met her now. And we're still going on strong, honestly. So, the other thing I was able to find recently was Near Replicant. This was literally last week that I found this, as of December of this month, 2023. So, I found this for 24 bucks or so in Game On MAGBO'S. So, yeah, shout out to Game On MAGBO'S for having one of these used in stock. And I picked it up, and I'm like, yep, I was looking for this game for the whole time. Like, literally every other places I went to, they didn't even have this game used at all. No GameStops, no gaming stores, nothing. And then somehow, Game On MAGBO'S came to the rescue. And yeah, I bought the game from them, pretty much. So, that's one of them. So, we can mark this down, too. Yep. So we already found this. So there was 2 games that I was able to find. 2 more games I have to show you. One of them is, yeah, you'll find out soon. Now, Mario Party 6 was sold to me. Shout out to JD, the JD Mesprit guy. Yep, he hooked me up on this copy of Mario Party 6. He found an extra copy for me. He contacted me on Instagram. He showed me what the game looks like and stuff. It's not the best condition one, but regardless, like, it's complete in box. It has everything. This is in very good shape. As you can see, it's barely any scratches whatsoever. So I'm like, yeah, sure. And guess how much I paid for this? I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was 60 bucks. But yeah, he sold it to me for a very fair price and I couldn't refuse the offer. So I told him, on my next paycheck, I'm gonna pay you instantly. And then he patiently waited for it. I paid him on PayPal. He sent me the game and it came in pretty good shape. Yeah, like I said, the case is not the best. But, you know, regardless of all that, it's complete in box. And usually they still go for over $80 to $90. So, glad that he was able to hook me up, and thank you so much. I appreciate your support. And let's be honest, this was one of my subscribers that hooked me up on this game, so thanks so much, man. So, in that case, now we have Mario Party 6. It's already done. And now we have a game I actually bought on eBay. Yep, I said I shouldn't be buying any of these games on eBay because what's the point? It takes the fun out of the hunt, right? Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was getting so frustrated looking through all the game stores, every single game stores out there, and I couldn't find this simple game at all. Literally, not even the worst condition, nothing. Like, literally, all the gaming stores I've been through lately doesn't have this game at all. I see Kirby Dream Land 2, but I haven't seen the first one. I'm like, what? This game's not supposed to be so rare at all. So, yeah. I decided to just go ahead, treat myself a little bit with this game. Costed me under 20 bucks. I actually found it at a decent deal. Actually, this is how much I paid for it exactly. So, more or less around that price. Yeah, so we could mark this down, but this is an exception. This is like, okay, I worked hard finding these other games. People were supporting me by finding games that I didn't have. And I appreciate the help from these guys. As for everything else, we still haven't found them. We actually did found this game in Power Up Games, as you can see here. But unfortunately, it did not have the label. So I had to skip on that because I need to have one in decent condition with the label completely intact in order for me to actually valid this. So for now, I do have Mario Luna that may still have a copy of this game. But until we go to Mario Luna, we're not sure if we're gonna find this. As for everything else, we haven't found them yet. This is the holy grail. This is the one that's like, if I find this game for a decent price, I'm able to trade in enough stuff perhaps, then maybe I could get at a price. I'm like, okay, I'll pick it up. I'll get it for myself. I want this game badly. But I'm not going to spend over 150 bucks or so on this. Kind of tough, but that's how it is. You know how it goes in Magbo Gaming? Try to find games for the cheapest price possible. And then, you know, also resell certain games I already have that are underpriced in stores, and then resell it for market value and get some profit out of it. That's basically the moral of what I'm doing with that thing. So yeah, still missing all these games. Can't find it anywhere. This one, we're gonna have to put something else for later. For my next travel or for my next gaming store that I visit for the first time. We'll see what happens anyway. So we're gonna remake this later on, and then when it's remake, I will reveal it in a community post. So I hope you stick tuned to that. So yeah, I'm gonna end up this video summarizing my overall experience for Phoenix in a few words and stuff like that, in a few sentences at least. So this has been a pretty fun trip. Lizzie has taken me to a lot of attractions. The Castle and Coasters place. We went to Dave & Buster's. We went to several gaming stores. Well, Lizzie only went with me to one of the game stores, to be honest. But other than that, like, she was with me in a lot of the stuff that we went to. She invited me to several different places, and we got to visit pretty much all of them, or most of them. I don't remember if there's anything else we missed, but you get the idea. It has been a kind of expensive trip as well, kinda. And the only reason I'm saying, because I was partially prepared for the trip. I had enough money to get around for the first 5 to 6 days. But then I did have to end up using some credit, which is fine. I'll be able to make up the money for the next month. It's not that big of a deal right now. What matters is that, you know, these credit cards that I have, they're only for emergency. So I tend to use it for this type of situation. But yeah, other than that, like, honestly, I did prepare myself for the trip. And the food was pretty good. They gave us a lot of food there whenever we ate dinner in a restaurant and all that stuff. I'm going to be showing off the footages as I keep talking. So you get to know more or less what we had over there. If I've taken any of those photos. Italian food, yummy. The pizzeria with the gelato. I got to learn gelato for the first time. Was pretty much the type of ice cream that they give over there. And they were really good, honestly. I really enjoyed it a lot. I got to learn how to use the bus as well after a few days of being here. Now it's like I know how to use the bus just as much as I know how to use the subway of New York City. So it was quite an experience as well. I learned some life skills as well. Usually I'll wash my clothes by hand. But now I learned how to do it with the washing machine after so many years of not doing it. Because like I said, I usually just wash my hands, and mom usually does the washing machine. I assist her with it a little bit, so I don't like fully learn it completely. You get the idea. A lot of us people out there, if you are watching this and it's you as well, gotta admit that, yeah, a lot of us were not taught to do laundry when we were younger and stuff like that, because parents usually do it for them. Some people don't trust these other people with their washing machine. Not saying that they don't trust me, because they did. When I was alone and I had to do laundry, I actually learned it quick. But usually, yeah, I wash by hand. So I gotta know about the Tide Pods and all that stuff and how they're reused. So I'll admit it's something new for me as well. So the worst part of the trip, honestly, was the initial delay of the Phoenix trip. That there was a storm in Phoenix, Arizona on August 31st. And then after that, we had to relay ourselves to Denver, Colorado to refuel on the plane that I was in. And then like 1 to 2 hours later, we finally made it to Phoenix, Arizona, to the Sky Harbor Airport. And it was pretty crazy like how I got here. Like then after that, yeah, I eventually got the hotel stay, but it was like after 4 to 5 a.m. when I arrived that I finally got the hotel stay, because it took a little while for me to reach out to someone in that office and then found out that they were there. So yeah, it was pretty nuts. And not only that, the Uber was charging me $75 to get from the airport all the way to my hotel, and that's ridiculous, honestly. That was starting off the whole thing, and I'm already paying extremely amounts of price there. I thought that every single Uber drive was gonna be like $50, $40, $60 and stuff like that. And I had to like, dude, I really cannot rely on Uber all the time here in Phoenix, because that thing adds up quickly, honestly. I was prepared in some ways, but I guess that was unexpected. But every other Uber drives after that were like $20 or less, $20 to $30 or less. And then eventually I started learning how to use the bus, because I didn't want to keep paying for Uber all the time. So I paid the $4 for the all-day fare so that I could go around the trains and stuff. And you get the idea. It's pretty crazy, I must say. I'm gonna admit that right now. But I learned, you know, life experience, travel experience. You live and learn. You learn as you go, pretty much. And this is like me getting out of my comfort zone, pretty much. Like sometimes you gotta take risks to see how far it could take you in life and stuff like that. I just want to show you the progress of me packing up, and there's still some stuff that I have to do, but it's not much now. So all this here is where all my games are, and this little thing that my friend Lizzie gave me doing one of those crate machines and stuff, and like, oh, you finally got thanks a lot. I really appreciate it, honestly. The power bank is charging my main phone right now. That's my Bluetooth headset. My diary book, I'm never gonna open to show it. This is personal. My backpack, yep, is getting prepared already. My luggage is almost done right now. I was able to wash most of my clothes in the washing machine and then dry it up and everything. I learned that life skill recently, like I said earlier. Yep, that's the pillow I'm going to use for the flight. Hopefully there's no delays during my flight, but I'll continue vlogging a little bit more if anything happens, just to, you know, let you know that I made it safely and stuff. Yep, my iPod Classic is here. I haven't really used that at all while I was here, except for when I was actually in the airplane. That's the only time I used it. Yep, my Kirby hat's right here. All this stuff, that's what I bought. Got some bubble gum. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you this too. This Kirby little keychain here. They show Kirby holding a maximum tomato and a bunch of water, red water below that. So Kirby's pretty much floating there. It's pretty nice. I don't know if I'm gonna take it as a keychain, but I definitely want to put it in my shrine. That's Kirby right there. It only costed me $7.99. Yep, there's castle and coasters as well. So all this is being uploaded on my Magbo channel. It doesn't really matter at this point. That's why I told you about my DX6 archive channel earlier, because some of the videos are there as well. Let's do an overview on my hotel room real quick. So yeah, I have a fridge, I have kitchen right there. Yeah, this is pretty much what it looked like. There's my air conditioner that I have for the time, and some warnings. This is the extended stay hotel, extended stay America, Scottsdale Road North, pretty much. Yep, and there's the bathroom right here. Not much, but I'll just show you what it looks like real quick. And that's me right here. Hey guys, what's up? And yeah, it's just some basic stuff that I bought over, I guess. And yeah, that's where I stayed in this hotel, extended stay. It's simple. It's not like fancy or anything. It's a 2-star hotel, but you know what? I would never was looking for anything fancy. As long as I have a place to stay, to relax, chill, be able to get through the necessities I need doing my trip. Well, that was good enough for me, honestly. So yeah, that's my glasses there, and that's my iPod Touch. Yep. So that's pretty much it, honestly. Magbo Gaming says, well, that's it for the hunt here in Phoenix, Arizona, because what's left is literally just meeting with Lizzie one more time and Froggy as well, both of them, before I even go back to the airport, which is from now, I think about 3 to 4 hours from now that I have to head to the airport. So now that it's getting close, I have to see if I'm gonna take an Uber or if I'm gonna take the bus. And when will be the best time to take an Uber over there? So wish me luck, and I won't be recording much there because I'm gonna have a lot on my hands. But yeah, that has been the video summarizing Phoenix, my stay over there, other stuff like that, and it's been a fun journey. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be something that's very unforgettable. There was some stuff that I was disappointed that a couple of my friends from Phoenix were not able to meet me or stuff like that, but it is what it is. Things happen for a reason, but I still had a good time. SabletonCon was great, and the gaming stores that I did visit, well, they had a lot of great games there that I'm like, oh wow, I really want to get some of those things, and maybe I'll get at some point. You get the idea. I just want to also let you know one more thing. The controller that I had for the Mario one, the rock candy one, unfortunately, that had the drift and I had to return to Fallout games. I got refunded it at least, so that's good to know. So yeah, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you enjoy videos like this and more to come. More video game collection, more video game tour stores pretty much, or store tours, whatever it's called. I'm getting mixed up right now. I'm taking a little break from that just at this time today as I record, but when it gets uploaded later on, well, I guess that I'll be ready for more content. So until next time, guys, Magbo Gaming says, keep up with the hunt. I hope you find the games you're looking for. I encourage you to make a list like mine if you really are having like sought after games you want to go looking for. Good luck on that, and I'll see you all in the next time. Magbo Gaming out. Bye-bye. If you enjoyed this video, check out my other related videos here as well. I also have a Discord server you can join for the video game collecting community, and an Instagram you can follow as well. I even got some merch you may want to check out, my TeePublic link below. Hope to see you again soon.